audio check. Mic check a 1 to 2. Let's get situated. Got myself situated. Alright, let's get into it. This YouTube doesn't like this song. I'm gonna have to change the song up in the beginning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Your Future Hand. My name is Jules J. Biggs. We're about to get into the charts. It's January 31st today. Oh, I'm bang on time, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got the FOMC meeting. That means Jerome Powell. He's on the prowl for your money for sure. But he's going to get into a decision today. Are they going to pause interest rates? What is going on with jobs numbers? Are they still going down? Is labor going down? How is the economy going to forecast for 2024? 2024. Yeah. So, what's going on in the charts? Nothing. Well, pump this morning. I mean, we came to the resistance of 43.8 that we've been talking about, 43,786 if we want to be exact on where these candle bodies have closed. You can see for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks, we've been fighting and flirting with the same level while people are panicking and jumping ship and jumping in and jumping out, doing the hokey pokey. But you got to turn yourself around. DCA into Bitcoin. Into Bitcoin. That's what I say. What's going on in the news today? What's going on in the news today? Oh, neutral still 57, 1.66, a little bit down from yesterday, but we knew there was a little bit more profit taking. We were at 43.8, and we've come back down a little bit, and that's to be expected. That is to be expected. Now, I got to figure out how I'm going to run this stream longer today, because I don't think the decision is going to come in for like an hour and a half. And it's good to see that on stream, so maybe I can come back, actually. Oh, getting a million notifications here. What's going on? Yeah. 10%. Well, we're up 9%, and if we can get to over 44K today, we're going to be looking at a good 10% move for the week on Bitcoin, and that would be just lovely. Wouldn't that be lovely? I think so. I think that'd be good. I think that would be good. Everything up. Ethereum 5%, so Ethereum not performing as well. That's the thing. When it's time to move, Bitcoin's going to do the move. 15% for Solana on the week. 7% for Cardano. Avalanche likely to outperform Solana. And when Solana pumps, AVAX kind of follows. So Solana did 15. AVAX has done 11 so far. We'll see if that keeps going. Doge down at 7 cents. So they're down. I mean, they're up almost 1% this week. But all it takes is one tweet from Elon, though, because that guy's got a following of 170 million people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Your Future Hand. We are overlooking the market today coming into the FOMC meeting. Rate cuts, no rate cuts, job numbers, what's going on, and how's it going to affect the market? We know there's some volatility coming, but we've already had a 10% pump. Wow. Pretty close to 10% from the 38.5 bottom. And still flirting with this Fibonacci level of $43,800 as we have for the last 19 weeks. Right? So, maybe I started this stream a little early today because I'm expecting some volatility, likely before the meeting, to be honest. And then and things will kind of level out afterwards. And if it's another pause in rates, I do believe things will trickle back up into the right. So even if I brought this right down to the... Oh, it doesn't like the 15 minute. It's running slow when I come down here. Oof. No bueno. Why are you so slow, bruh? Let's bring it right down to the 15 minute and bring the RSI into it. So there you go. So we've already come pretty close to the resistance, and over 70% RSI on the 15 if we're getting right down into the nitty gritty. So we had some nice volatility to the upside. I believe they're going to try and flush some leverage out today. So that could look like another drop to 42K, 41.7 or lower, because lower time frames. It's on a nice trend though too. A little bit of a market structure change at the top here, but another 10 minutes to see what happens on the 15er. The 15er. Yeah. What else am I doing? Be sure to go over here to X. You can follow me at Your Future Hand, of course, for crypto updates, but also getting into the Web3 music scene. Well, I could... actually, I'm going to have to mute this. Can I mute this music? I wonder if you guys hear that. Hopefully that comes through for you guys too. But get into the Web3 music scene. Going to start producing some beats and doing some AI videos. Check it out. Yeah. So, that'll be fun. That will be fun. So, you can check that out. I also just started a new... I wonder if I could even search it yet. But it's going to take a bit to get into that. I wonder if it'll come up. Space. I just created it today. Space radio. Oh, there's a lot of space radio. Wasn't a very original idea. Let's see if my new page comes up. No, it won't even search yet. Space radio. Something I'm going to test out. It's got my direct audio plugin hooked up. We'll see if I can run some decent music through Twitter, which would be cool. What's going on in the news today? Oh, we're back on the subject of SBF. And more FUD today. So the German police seized 50,000 Bitcoin, apparently, from some scams over 10 years ago. So a good chance that gets shilled back into the market at some point. But don't be worried about 50,000 Bitcoin, a couple $1 billion, because we just ate up 120,000 Bitcoin that was sold by Grayscale in these ETF launches. So... BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK, and the rest of the 11 ETFs that were approved are buying every day. And they will continue to buy every day because that's their mission. That is the point of the ETFs, to accumulate as much as possible. Ripple drops 5%. Of course it does. FTX expects to fully repay customers but won't restart defunct crypto exchange. Wow. Defunctional crypto exchange, I guess it would be. But yeah, no, I would hope not. I would hope not. What a slimy little crook. Wow. Tether reports $2.85 billion in profits, as biggest stablecoin nears $100 billion market cap. That's crazy. Good for them. Good for them. Markets too optimistic about Fed rate cuts. JP Morgan, fucking. It's funny to me how many people listen to Jamie Dimon, even though like everyone's all anal about this whole Epstein list, and like they were bros bankers, so I don't know why anybody listens to those guys anyway. Personally, yeah, I don't really care too much about the news. Oh, there it is. Where was it? German police seized $2.1 billion worth of Bitcoin. And that's 50,000 Bitcoin, and that'll get dispersed into the market at some point, I'm sure, but not a big deal. When token plummets. Meme tokens. Shitcoining is bad for your health. You can make some money if you know what you're doing, but I was having this conversation this morning with somebody about, if you're onboarding people into crypto, and especially in the Web3 spaces, brand new people with no money, like why, if it's about them securing value, why would you not be getting them to dollar cost average into Bitcoin first, stacking some profits, and then once you've gotten comfortable with the market and how volatile it can be, because Bitcoin steers the ship, is the momentum creator. And you should know how to play with that first and get ahead before you start telling people how to get into wallets and meme tokens and use them as liquidity. Goni journals. Am I going to buy NFTs this year? I don't know. What do you think? You going to buy NFTs? See a lot of NFTs. If somebody gives me some NFTs, sure. Maybe if I get whitelisted for something. Maybe, but I can't be sold on it. I just, I'm a Bitcoin gay. A couple other things, but Bitcoin's where it's at. So the S&P down. Ooh. Yeah, but look at that gap. Oh, that's on the 15, but still, that is a giant gap likely to fill. W playing out on the S&P 500 on the 15-minute. Usually a good sign of a bottom here. A little bullish divergence, huge gap to fill. So, man, yeah, and this is, typical, like I said, moves in anticipation, preemptive moves before these FOMC meetings to flush people out of the market. So you can see this started the day today with a massive pitfall. But now we got this, bullish divergence on the 15-minute and likely some stacking. So some experienced traders probably stack some positions here today. If the decision is a pause or a cut, this thing's going back up. So was this the leverage flush for the S&P 500 from a high of 49.30 back to 48.80 today? That's a big drop. That's a big drop for the S&P. So is Bitcoin going to do the same? Who knows? I don't know. The S&P dropped. We talk about that when the money's not flowing into the S&P. We seem to see it come into Bitcoin, and that happened this morning. The S&P dumped, and Bitcoin came back to 43.5, likely to test the resistance here at 43.8, and also likely to test the support at 42.3 again. Leverage flush right on these meetings, right? So if the market is priced in for what's about to happen today, they will try to flush anybody out that's been hanging around with leverage, like myself. But that's why we're in a low leverage position. Unfortunate that I can't find that. Also, follow for more updates at Your Future Hand, or some fun images that I've been creating with AI. But yeah, pay attention for some texts or some quick posts, maybe some more updates at Your Future Hand. on X. Also, if you're just a Meta and IG person and you're in Canada, I strongly urge you to just get onto X in general because, with the new bill that passed in Canada, like it's really actually affected the way that we can interact with people on Web2, Instagram, Facebook, and it's bullshit. You can't talk anymore. You can't say anything anymore. You literally are censored on so much because of people's sensitivities, and we're trying to be progressive and shit like that. And X, we really have free speech. You can say what you want. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a total absurd and obnoxious person, you're going to damage your own reputation on X, and no one's going to listen to you, no one's going to follow you, everyone's going to block you anyway, right? So majority of people, it's like you might think that's going to increase hate speech or something like that, but it's not. It's just people are actually able to share, and in Twitter Spaces especially, people are actually able to across the globe get together and on the same vibration and have a conversation about things that actually better humanity. And Bitcoin's really bringing people together for that conversation. And a lot of people who disagree with each other on a lot of things agree on Bitcoin. And that's really cool to see. I like that. Waiting for Liberty and Trust this morning, but he works also. So that's all right. It's just stablecoin issue or record-breaking net profit. Yeah, I just talked about that. In the stream. Yeah. Should I let it play out? What can we do? I wonder if I could set up a strategy so that it would show signals. Can I do strategy? Oh, right. Yeah, I don't like paying for things. I like buying things that make money. And I don't use those strategies, but I suppose that would be neat. But I'm not doing that. But we're looking good for a move up to the resistance here again. You can see we're peaking at the top, but not much left on the 15-minute. But that doesn't matter, I guess. Let's creep up the other charts. Start working our way up, see what's going on. Not quite broken out on the 30-minute. So, again, yeah, we could easily come up and test this level, which is 43.8, which is not only a short-term resistance that we've had, but it's also the long-term resistance on this weekly chart since December. Beginning first week of December is this candle. So, major level of resistance as we come into this FOMC meeting. And if it's a pause, like we predict, well, I've been talking about a sneaky one more hike before the halving too. But with Canada pausing rates, we'll see. We'll see what happens in America. I don't know why. We're in Canada. We do our meeting a week previous. I wonder, will they pause rates today? And I guess we've opened with a volatile move. I mean, we were down at 42.3 this morning. Something like that, I think. Let's go down to the 4-hour. What was the low? Let's go in tighter. 42.3. 42.3 this morning. Playing the fibs beautifully for you motherfuckers that don't believe in fibs. Oh, excuse my profanity. But we keep it simple. We rock the fibs. We rock the RSI. And look at that. 4 hour with some room to come up. Bounce off of the 50%. Come over 60. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. So I don't know. Maybe I should run it. Maybe I should run the chat a little longer. See if we can catch this decision. We're probably not going to get a live decision for another hour or so, though. So I don't think I can stream that long. But but this is the tell. Basically this meeting decision is going to give us a good idea of what happens for February and all of February. Historical stats are on our side for February to be a green month. And there's nothing in the narrative to bring the market down, the Bitcoin market down, S&P 500 taking all-time highs. Market's looking really good, really healthy still, regardless of the increasing FUD. These ETFs have still accumulated over 100,000 Bitcoin and continue to accumulate more every day. And that's why we're at 43.5 after bouncing off 43.8, 10% pump in the last 7 days. It's huge. Massive volume. We have seen some of the most aggressive outflows in Bitcoin like that Bitcoin's ever seen, and it just swallowed them right up and then pumped more. So who cares if the German police seized another 50,000 Bitcoin? Let me buy it, please. I'm just trying to get my sats up. Hey, there he is. Liberty and Trust in the building. How long have I been streaming this for? 22 minutes. I've been rambling for 22 minutes already. And again, the market is still the same. I'm not going to, try and oversell anybody on its excitement. It has still been boring for the last 10 weeks or more, since the beginning of December, essentially, when we created this white line structure, my Fibonacci's, in between the two yellow lines, which are the fibs from the bearish move of 2022. Keep that in mind. So in the bigger picture, this is what we look like. Spinning top, right? We get into something like this over the next few months. It's kind of what I expect. But hopefully, traveling up and to the right. So, maybe another test of this line before the halving. Maybe another test to this orange perforated line, which is the longer progressive trend. The big picture, right? Going back to, this was March of 2013. So this would have been in the first bull run. Is where I got that line from. So big moves. We are still healthy. The more we zoom out, the healthier and the safer it looks, in my opinion. But we can get zoomed back in and see that things are still very healthy in this position. Bing bong. Look at that. Like, bigger players are playing the weekly. This is very evident sign of that. Volatility increasing as we broke over that 61.8% fib. Took us a few weeks to get up to the 78.6. Retested 621.8. And now, hopefully breaking this resistance that we've had for the last 10 weeks, which is $43,800. When is Fed announcement? Generally in about an hour from now, my time. So it's 20 after 9, my time, and I find that I can usually get the live decision within the next hour, depending on the day, So I expect sometime within the next hour, we'll have the announcement. And again, you can see we're already pumping to the resistance. So we like to do. People love speculation, so we're pumping preemptively before the decision here. So that's to me likely that regardless of if the decision is a pause in rates, I would expect a flush in leverage, right? So if this is priced in for a pause and there's nothing to bring the market down right now, then I would expect a leverage flush. So, dropping $1,000 before moving back up is not unlikely in this situation if we can't get above 43.8. 43.8 is this resistance right now. You can see this is the weekly chart. So again, in my opinion, the breakout happened back here last week in November, first week of December. If I pull my fibs on the candle bodies, this gives me my resistance line of $43,800. You can see we've been bouncing here for about 10 weeks, 11 weeks. And we've been able to call this pretty darn close and stack into a nice long position here based on the 2022 retracement fibs of the bearish trend. Bear market, if you want to call it that. I really don't think it is a bear market myself. Never seen a bear market in Bitcoin. Depending on what, I mean, that's my unpopular opinion. But, when we zoom out and we look at this thing over 10 years, that is a progressive trend up and to the right. It's the only way this biatch likes to travel. But I'm a fib guy. I'm an RSI guy. And I'm a simple guy. Also find it interesting that these pumps and dumps can land really on lunar cycles, and it did. Right? Full moon, 10% pop in 7 days. Interesting. Very interesting. Look at the RSI on the weekly, right? Just coming. 70% again. Right? Just because it reaches the oversold. Okay, this is the breakout. This is a breakout. Just because it breaks out and comes back down doesn't mean that the asset is overbought. Okay? It still shows that the move is strong. Relative strength index. Okay? So I think people need to get that terminology of overbought or oversold out of their heads, especially when it comes to Bitcoin, because, as much as it does respect a little bit of the indicators, it's not, the indicators weren't designed to chart Bitcoin. So we can only use them so much. But one thing that I know billionaire traders do and have for centuries is chart the damn stars and Fibonacci sequences, which is why I trade RSI and Fibs only. And that might seem like some mumbo jumbo to you, but it works. It dang works. Markets look very good. Yeah, markets are continuing to look good and strong to me. And with the CME gap to the upside on the S&P 500 this morning is also a good sign that we'll see a pause in rates. And a pause in rates means this will fill this gap, right? This is the S&P 500, and Bitcoin's been following it all year. Well, for the last year, right? So we filled this one, right? And now we got one to the upside coming into a rate decision today with a high of $4,931. So a pause in rates to me would not necessarily be bullish, but no reason to be bearish, right? We got 11 ETFs accumulating this stuff daily. And we're playing these fibs real nice. You can see this. So now we've, and this is a shorter time frame move. So I have, actually I guess this is still from the breakout in first week of December. These fibs that I'm playing in here. But you can see them playing real well still. Even as low as the 4-hour. 4-hour chart. But here's what I'm watching right now. 2 hours to go, and we're making moves here. 43.6 again this morning. So preemptive pumps, and I'm looking at 43.8 as a resistance. High of $43,853 in the last day or so. So again, the fib is 43.786, and I'm looking for 43.8. It's been the resistance for the last 10, 11 weeks. To flip into support today on the FOMC meeting to give me a strong indication that February and historical stats will be on our side for a big, fat, juicy green cucumber and hopefully getting on top of 50K. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. Just... That's all. Just my markets go. Salem AI. Thanks for coming in. I don't know if he's still here or if that's pickle. Could be a pickle. I like cucumbers, so fresh. Salem AI. Cool. That was somebody new dropping in. But he's gone. Wonder if it could be muted today. What's muted? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? Yeah. Let's go down to the 1 minute. Look at that. Just steady climbing. Sideways action. Yeah, even the 1 minute sideways here. Even the uno momento. Let's put it on the... There. Down to the 1 minute. Down to the 1 minute. There's the line we got to get to. RSI bouncing around sideways between 40 and 60%. We see. I like green candles. You like buying green candles? Hopefully not. Buy red. Ooh, dingers. 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 Look at this exciting 1 minute chart. So exciting. RSI. Let's see what happens here. Bing bong. Bing bong. Bing bong long. Oh, do I keep the stream going? I can keep it going. Just keep some music going. Today, it is FOMC day. Also buy all the candles. When it comes to Bitcoin, buy all the candles. Absolutely. I don't see anything wrong with buying all the candles in Bitcoin. Don't shitcoin. It's bad for your health. Shitcoining is bad for your health. Especially like, people, thinking alt season just came. And, a lot of people just got rooked in that dip there. Give you a bad start. So you always hang on to your Bitcoin. Hang on to your Bitcoin until it makes probably another 40% move, to be honest. And then I'd be looking at altcoins again. The fact that none of the major altcoins really moved in this whole fandangle. Let's look at Ethereum, the next best thing. Slim Shady's biggest impersonator. Imitator, I should say. And look at that. See, Ethereum still hasn't got back at 61.8 of the bear trend of 2022. Still hasn't even got that back yet. And it's, it will. If Bitcoin comes up today, it will. Don't get me wrong. OP. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP? Yeah, I know that. And a lot of coins are moving crazy. There's going to be a lot of AI coins moving crazy. There's going to be a lot of GameFi moving crazy. But it's also because they have tiny market caps. And a lot of people are going to be in and out of those things, right? So, not really what I'm pushing. Not really what I'm pushing. I'm pushing for people for at least the first year or two to dollar cost average into Bitcoin until they get used to the volatility and get used to the fact that it will bring them in profits. And shitcoining will be bad for your health in the first couple of years. As many people will tell you. Many people. 43,590. Come on, sucker. Look at that. See, it's messy. It's messy, but the more we zoom in or zoom out, the clearer the image becomes. But here, again, the weekly. This looks real good to me. This looks real good. Coming back to 70%. This is still strong, right? Relative strength index. It is still strong. A bounce off 60%. Testing resistance again. A brand new resistance. This is the weekly resistance. So big tell here. This weekly close. Big tell. If we can get over this 43.8 level. Big tell. Thoughts on Render? Love Render. Yeah, I played Render in... I'll go look at it. But I played Render in 2021. And I was into that. I could have made a lot more money, but I think I took a 3x on Render with a small bag. Render's up 18%. I think I mentioned this yesterday too, actually. Render's up 18% this week. And Render's, it's a top 50 token. It's a gaming token. It's going to grow $5. Yeah, I mean, I really should have just held this right through the freaking bear market. Right? Render's definitely a good one. And it's still low. Look at this. What was the high? Oh, never mind. It's fucking been going crazy this year. Wicked. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, super green. But in the long run, absolutely. But again, I'd be waiting to see, because I mean, today is really the tell to let us know if the markets are going to keep steaming ahead until the halving, right? Do they have time for a rate cut before that? Probably not. Is the economy in good enough standings to start just cutting and printing money at the same time? I don't know. How do we get new money into the economy? People are just making it out of nothing and taking it out of the economy of crypto. So, what does that look like? What does that look like? Oops. Let's go back down to a lower time frame so we can see this sucker moving and doing fun things. Just going to go down to the 15 minutes so we can still see the two fib lines here. Two fib lines, and we're back over 70%. Again, that does not mean it's overbought or oversold, right? So down to test to 65% and back over 70 again here. Still kind of climbing up. A bit of a pennant there. But again, this is preemptive. We're coming into the decision here soon. Where's my do I have my trading exchange pulled up somewhere? Margin trading. There we go. Sure, I got my position up. Yeah, and this is going to tell me too whether or not I'm going to close this position that I'm in at this resistance here too. But I mean, I'm expecting a leverage flush, so I mean, I could sacrifice some profits here by coming back down $1,000. But if that happens and we test this level as support again, I'll probably add more to the trade, and I'll still be in nice profits. So we were stacking down low there, so. We were stacking down low. Oh, I can't see my chat right now. When rate cuts occur, market kind of soar. Yeah, absolutely. And mixed with the biggest supply shock we're ever going to see in an asset, Bitcoin, as ETFs just accumulate hand over fist every day. They're buying 20,000 Bitcoin a day. What more do you need? You know what I mean? You're too greedy everywhere else, Get comfortable in Bitcoin. Get a fat bag. Make sure you're in profits before you start gambling money in poo coins. Poo coins. I learned the hard way. But now we're watching. Should be another 20 minutes, maybe an hour for the decision. We'll see what happens. 43.8 resistance for the last 10, 11, 12 weeks. Can we crush it? Or is it back to 40K? Or is it back to 40K? Yeah, 20,000 Bitcoin a day, basically, is what the ETFs are buying up. 120,000 sold from Grayscale, and over 100,000, over 52,000 accumulated by BlackRock alone. Right? So, that's again why we've had a 10% pump in the last 7 days. and got back to this level. And if we here, I'll zoom out for you newcomers in the chat. We're kind of just going over how it's been testing this 43.8 level for the last 8 weeks, since the first week of December, essentially, when I think this real breakout happened above the 61.8% fib of the 2022 bear trend. We made our move to the 78.6% fib of the 2022 bear trend. Okay. Retested the 61.8 as support. We knew this was coming. We stacked our long position beautifully, and we are now in nice profits, waiting to see if we can break this 43.8 again as resistance. And I mean, if we really looked at this thing, we could call it a W pattern. I don't really like to get into that too much. What I see is supply and demand under us here, and let's just call this the trade range. In between the 100% and the essentially 50% FIP of this move. A little distracted here. Background color, orange. Let's make that orange a little more visible. But you can see we've played this range since the beginning of December, and resistance is 43.8. Regardless of that move and that big speculation wick to 49K. Okay, but now we've got the S&P 500 with a CME gap back to its high of 4,900, right? And when we went up there the first time, the 4,800 level on the S&P 500, that's when Bitcoin made the move to 49K. And again, we've been following that thing all year, and it's basically been playing the same patterns. So we saw this move in the S&P, we saw this move in Bitcoin now, and we've seen this retracement back down to 38.5. Will we get this bounce like they did to their all-time high? Now, I'm not going to say that Bitcoin's going to hit fucking 69K in the next month or two, but you never know. You never knew. Like, I mean, with them accumulating every day, they're going to continue to accumulate every day. That was the whole point of the ETFs. Now they're advertising everywhere. Okay, so the whole volatility of Bitcoin that we've seen in the past is going to be different. And if we're going to see extreme volatility, it's going to be to the upside, in my opinion, right? So we just went through some of the heaviest FUD. We just went through some of the most aggressive and largest outflows that Bitcoin has ever seen. And we're still strong, about 40K. Playing this resistance, playing this range. So I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. But, volatility coming today at some point. We're going to flush some more leverage, I think. But, I mean, mind you, this would have flushed some leverage, too. This Widwicki, Jonathan Widwicki. See if I can find out what's going on with these rates. Keeping an eye on it. Trying to keep an eye on the news and all the things in the chart here at the same time. I think I'm up 37. Let's see. What are we at? Where's FEMX? %38. Yeah, we're up 39% on the trade. On a 7X. We're not going too crazy. But we're waiting for the FOMC decision today. Let's see what's going on. Dun, dun, dun. 23 hours. Nothing recent. Another, who cares? Grayscale, they're still selling Bitcoin. Yeah, like they've sold so much, and it just keeps getting bought up by BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK, all these people, right? So don't worry about those sales. Don't worry about Germany seizing 50,000 Bitcoin. It don't matter. It's FUD season. It is mother effing FUD season. They want to fill their bags before the general public fills theirs. That is for damn sure. Most of the volatility, what happened? Yeah, nothing yet. But I mean, yeah. What else do you what else do you need? What else do you need? What else do we look at? I want to look at. See if we can find it. This is one that I wish I would have got in earlier, actually. Illuvium. What? How did that happen? That's interesting. Actually, you know what? Still a good buy. Look at that. Oh my lord. Is this the right chart? Jesus. Due to its yield mechanism. Wow. That looks really good to me. What? 1750? No. What is that measured against? I got the wrong chart here. But that still looks really good. Here we go. Let's just Binance. Well, look at that. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Look at that. Yeah, absolutely. That looks good, actually. Sheesh. Wow. 1930 was the high. And look at that. Still really low. Illuvium. So, I mean, that's a good play. I think Illuvium's going to do really well this bull run. Strong development, strong community. Illuvium. Yeah, that looks really good. I thought it had more of a pump than that. So I guess it got a little bit of a run and it just kind of petered out there. But, whew, that looks juicy to me. That looks juicy. So I can scoop more here. Yeah, well, this dip, you might get a dip today. But that's about it. If they pause rates or cut rates, today is it. Today's your chance. I actually should have got some more money into my trading wallet for this, but oh well. It's all right. Got a DCA. DCA and look away. DCA and look away. You can't lose in Bitcoin. You can't lose in Bitcoin. $27. Dun, 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 dun. Nothing yet. Nothing special yet. But again, we're at the high here. This is what I want to see. I want to break out of this 44,000. I want to flip that into support for a weekly close. That's what we need. That's what we need. That's what we need. I need some reverb. Reverb. Yeah. Well, I've let it run this long. Almost an hour. I guess I should try to keep it going till the decision. See what happens. Expect some choppy seas. Let's go down to the 15-minute. We can see our orange range here. Will we play this whole range today? Generally what happens on these days. 15-minute looking like it wants to wipe everybody out. So, yeah, we're going to wait. I think I deleted my Be Right Back thing. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. If I still got it. I just want to. Subtract the bad habits, set a passion, some practicing. I made a BRB thing, a Be Right Back thing. I don't know what the hell I did with it. That's what I do. Just delete things, I guess. Just delete things. Strange. What about this? I lost that. Jeez. I don't even know what's going on anymore. And then this. Just rambling. Look at that. Look at it. Look. There it goes. 43.6. Come on. Now, we expected this. Little pump, though. Don't worry about that because it could easily come back down. So just chill. Chill. Just chill for now. Do we need to show our RSI? I guess so. I guess that makes sense. But what I need is this. Oops. That does it, right? Yeah, so I can set that up for today. Okay, I'm going to let it run. I'm going to let it run today. So if you're here, cool. We're going to keep it running till the decision happens, at least. So I'm going to be chilling. Just going to turn the music up a bit. And I'll be right back.
Just take it again. Take it easy. Take it easy. Floated up from the bottom, now you catch me in the breeze. Vibe high and fly easy is how the day is seen. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Feeling it sinking in. Feels like falling. I
Still moving. Oh, we still moving. We still moving. Where's that stupid bear? Yeah. More like this beat. I like this beat. Yeah. Yeah. We're still moving. Trying to tackle the upside here. Few taps on this resistance earlier. 43.8 is the number to beat. Can we get a decision, please? Jerome Powell, can we get a decision? Let us know what's going on. Do we close our trade? Do we take some profits? Do we add some more? That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know. But what we're looking at is this same damn resistance for the last 10 or so weeks. 2 months, actually. 2 months. We've been playing in this range. 43.8 is a resistance to beat today if they pause rates. There's no reason for it not to happen. Only reason this wouldn't happen today is if they increase rates. Or this week, I should say. Because they could flush some leverage out. If people put in longs here, which we did, but we're down here. So they could flush some leverage out. Could flush some leverage out today. We know they like to do that on days like this. That's what we're waiting for. Long, boring couple of months coming into this, speculating around the ETFs. But in this last couple of months, actually, I should say even just in this last month, in January alone, hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin exchanged. Insane. As Grayscale continues to sell, and BlackRock, Fidelity, Vanguard. Wow, Vanguard is the only one that fucked around, messed up, didn't get into it. VanEck, ARK, Fidelity, the rest. Accumulating every day. Buying 20,000 Bitcoin a day. Who cares if Grayscale's selling it? Let's go! Where's the resistance? This is like this chorus would go to crypto. Could work for crypto. I'm in the mouth, yeah. I'm up and I'm down. We on some other. That's a good one. Twist me, I'm blown on my son of a. Come on, Jerome Powell. 43.6. So we're coming over some of the resistances we've had. But again, this weekly resistance is 43.8. This is the weekly chart. Looking for the RSI to take 70% again here. And a weekly candle close above 43.8. And a solid candle start. Would be nice to see if the historical stats of green Februarys are going to be on our side. 43.6. Little moves. Should we go down to a shorter time frame? I know everyone likes to see the candles move real quick. I don't personally. I like them weekly candles myself. Weekly, monthly. 3-day candles, not bad, actually. Look at this. I was talking about that earlier. I mean, I was streaming for an hour or so. We're talking about this pennant happening. Here we are breaking the top of this little 15-minute pennant, even though I don't like the 15-minute chart. I'm just kidding. I'm not biased against charts. You can make money on any chart. You can make money on the 30-second chart. Is there a 1-second chart? I bet you some motherfuckers is on there making some money. So again, like I said, before the decision, generally we get these pumps. So we were at 42.3 this morning at some point last night. Now 43.7 again. And this was expected. So that's why we didn't bail out of our long yesterday when we hit the resistance. We're still in our long. We're waiting to see. We're waiting to see if there's a leverage flush. We're waiting to see if this sucker breaks out. 43.8. And we're waiting to see what the decision is here from JP. Old Jerome Powell. What's going on? This song, this will probably be the first one to put on the blockchain, actually. I'm going to start putting music on the blockchain. This will be the first one. Made a house tune. Working on a hip-hop project, too. You can go over to... I don't even know my own profile. Go over to X. You can follow me at Biggs Audio. At Biggs Audio. Name Jules. Or for Your Future Hand updates, you can come over here to Your Future Hand. At Your Future Hand. Stay updated with some crypto Twitter tweets, X tweets. What the hell do you call it? Just a post? That's what you call it. Call it an X post. We're brand new over here. Help us out. Would you? The Web3 music's going to be fun, though. The scene's really cool. I appreciate the scene in Web3 music. Real supportive people actually out there. So 43.7. Let's watch this chart. Look at that. Oh, see. Perfecto. Nice move between these two fibs. We want to know. Do you want to know what these fibs are? We can look. So this is going to be the 78.6% fib and the 100% fib move. Again, these were from the weekly candle closes, or the candle open, from the breakout in the beginning of December to the candle close on the weekly of that move. Okay, this is these are the fibs I've been playing and tracing since that move on the larger fibs. So again, that resistance is 43.8, and we just hit it. Wow, pretty close. Watching the 4 hour here, again, take the 60% RSI. So if we don't get an increase in rates, there is no reason for this thing to come down. We should see a breakout today. Obviously, a leverage flush, very likely in the mix of that as well. When is the Fed decision? Very soon. Very soon is the Fed decision. Very soon. I am checking for early updates online as the stream goes as well, and waiting for that decision. Yeah. If we zoom out though, if you've been following along, really appreciate it. If you haven't been, I do this stream every day. Salem AI, welcome. Appreciate you coming in. And my streams they might be boring in comparison to other people because I'm very realistic with these charts. I watch the larger time frames. I don't try to tell people what to do day to day, or on the shorter time frames like 4 hour and under. This is a weekly time frame that I'm looking at here, and you can see the reason I've been calling these trades and stacking a lower leverage long for a longer time frame is based on the fibs that I've placed on the 2022 bearish trend, if you want to call that, right? So we had a downtrend there from the high of 69k. I like candle body, so from the high of 65k to the low of 15.5 there. And we've been playing in between the 61.8 and the 78.6% fib. So you can see we hit the 78.6, tested again the 61.8 as support, and that's why we stacked along. We're playing fibs, we're playing RSI on the larger time frames. The monthly RSI is also still looking very strong. Historical stats are on our side for February, and we're waiting to see what happens here today. And if we have a pause in rates, there's no reason for this thing to stop going. So if we are going to get a big leverage flush, I'm very likely to add more to my position when it comes down here. And I'm in from under 41k right now because I DCA into my trades as well. So yeah, we played a nice bounce. That's what we're waiting. Stream's been going hour and 5. Hour 5 is the longest stream yet, I think. Yeah, what I really push is dollar cost averaging though. If you DCA into Bitcoin, you can't lose. Or Ethereum. I mean, really. So again, we're seeing that volatility, 42.3 to 43.7 in the last 8 hours or so. And that's preemptive. Preemptive moves waiting for this decision. People love speculation. But But that to me, honestly, looks exactly like a smaller fractal of what happened this whole year. Really crazy. So, let's go, Jerome. Let's go, Jerome. It could be just a big dud and nothing burger too. And then some point later this week, the real move happens, because it takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of money, but to move this market the way that we want for our trades, for our longer swings. Waiting for those big whales to move the price around. Whale moves. That's what we want. Breaking. Uh-oh. So Grayscale just sold another 8,000 Bitcoin. Again, I don't give a fuck. Just all this FUD. Man, screw the FUD. Screw the FUD. It doesn't matter. Just because Grayscale's selling from their GBTC, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust Fund, that doesn't matter, okay? Their interest rate on their fee rate on that is a percent higher than any of the ETFs, okay? They're just transferring the Bitcoin from one spot to another. It doesn't matter. I don't care about that. That seems to be the breaking news everywhere. Everyone just keeps posting the frickin' sales of the GBTC fund. I don't care. Watching everybody else just eat it up, including me. Including me. Decision should be within the next half hour, though, I would assume. Trying to find a diamond in a club with his love. Oh. Everybody's gone. They all left. Bored them out. Hour, 10 minutes in. It's all good. Scratch my beard on the mic. You think of that? It's gross. Let's go. Play the range. Play the range, make some change. Buy all the candles. Hey, well. What am I looking at? 4 hour? 4 hour looks good to me. 4 hour looks good and healthy. Man, and honestly, with this thing moving from 42 to almost 44 already too, like that's probably majority of the move. This volatility this morning in the last 8 hours, which is lame. That's why you got to be in before, because people love that speculation. There was the real entry. Look at that, a bing it a boom, right off the 61.8% fib of the 2022 bear trend. What do you think? What do you think? This is our range. This orange rectangle, we've been in this thing for 2 months, so that's what I want to see bust today. Oh, yeah. Oi.
Hey, yo, up in cold, them ghosts to find me walking alone. Guitar case full of holes. Desperado if you want to rock and roll. I'm in search of a soul, and I don't know if it's my own. Got a head full of hope, the heart and soul of the oceans. I'm overflowing the globe. Yo, told the line to go with no design. I hold my own with no opponents by my side. And I've been trying to find my mind, invest my time, redefine how I prioritize my life until I find my vibe. And I've been blazing my days away. Stargazing, stay chasing them, contemplating these games we play. Break away from the strays, ain't trying to catch a break. Lace the days away with haze until the...
What? Why does that keep muting? Must be a key. Must have put that on a hotkey. Key dates. Yeah, there's still nothing. What is this? This video cannot be played yet. What? Speech. Like, generally I should be able to watch it live. Where's the most recent? Oh, see, look at that. Hit the resistance, price pulling back. It's all right. Yeah, and on the 1 hour, look at that. But it's nice that it didn't actually just bust right out right away. You know? So we'll see what happens here. Likely to come back down. Flush some leverage out of here. Would you slow down? Yeah. And I mean, if they did, yeah, they're going to sell another 8,000 Bitcoin. It's a couple bucks. You know now, just slow down. Would you slow down? Do. Doobie doo doo. Do 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 do. Look at that. Tested the resistance, but we have a candle close is higher than any of those other candle closes. So that is a good sign, right? Candle body closes, but also solid candle bodies, good sign of a direction change, as you can see here. Right? So, direction change. Leverage flush. Bingity boomity. Need a soundboard. Oh man. Just stream way too long. I should have started later today. But that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So yeah, sure. Grayscale sells another 8,000 Bitcoin, but BlackRock now, last time we checked, 52,000 Bitcoin. Now, BlackRock alone holds 63,488 Bitcoin. that's that's almost $3 billion. It's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Hey, bounce off 43.5. That'd be nice. Hold that as support. Flip 43.5. Flip 43.5. Try to get a run over 43.8. Dun, dun, do, 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 do. I'm just about done streaming myself. Like I said, I should have started later. Do, do, do. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Grayscale sells 8,000, but BlackRock bought like 7,000 in the last 24 hours. So what it do? That's what it do. That's what it do. Dude. Bear coming in. You never know. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Is that the video? No. Sounds a video. Yeah. Let's. Oh, shish kebab. I'll show you that. Why not? Hey, Salem AI. Did you hang around? I'll show you some AI that I. Who knows what you do with AI actually, but. Play this. Mute that for a sec. Oh, laggy. And that's a cool new video and musical composition that I made. There you go. Isn't that something? Subtracted bad habits and a passion and some practicing. Let's go. Well, I guess today we'll know. 10:30, 11 o'clock my time for a decision. Big bounce off 43.5. We like that. Quite a bit of lag time. Seems like there's quite a bit of lag time in the between what I'm doing in the stream today. That's all right. That is all right. Wow. Wowee. Come on. FOMC. Okay, here's what economists say. Here's what economists say about rates, about rate cuts. After almost 2 years of interest rate increases, the Federal Reserve on Wednesday will make its first monetary policy amid signs of steadily cooling inflation. Cooling inflation. That's steadily cooling inflation. What the fuck does that even mean, you idiots? The question of minds and economists, consumers, of businesses alike. When is this interest rate likely to start cutting? Now, I don't think it's right now. Rate cuts in 2024. Thanks to a slower pace of inflation. Yeah, slower pace. I don't think they did anything. I don't think it stopped moving forward. So slower than it was increasing. So that just means it stopped increasing. They didn't, I don't think they did anything to ease inflation at this point, to be honest. Still no decision yet. Would remain since July. So yeah, same rate since July. 0.25% increase today. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, I wouldn't be. I've been saying this since October. I think I wouldn't be surprised if they throw one more hike to fucking curveball everybody. First, 11 minutes ago. Here we go. Here's the fucking finally the live stream. Nope. What the hell? I swear that I saw a video of the live stream. Goddamn. Live. Well, maybe this is just a live update. Fed will announce its decision Wednesday. Yes. Never says what time. Oh, it does say 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah. Expansion. Following a 4.9% expansion in July-September period. See, and that's not good. So a little more inflation in some parts of the year. What's your guess? Who cares? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay. From now on, FOMC days we stream at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 10 a.m. I'll start at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is my time on FOMC days. Because this has been a long stream. But sheesh, is it just going to go to the upside? Like, man, this is a 2-month long resistance. Do 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 do. FOMC 5. Okay. So, let's see if we can watch this together. Is this live right now? Federal Reserve Live. It's apparently. Oh. What the? Oh, what? 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Price action. Still in the same spot. Pardon me. Pardon me. Do. We're waiting. We're waiting.
Yeah. I'm in and I'm out, yeah. I'm up and I'm down. My feet on the ground, my head in the clouds, no bringing me down, yeah. No bringing me down, no bringing me down. My feet on the ground, my head in the clouds, no bringing me down, yeah. Leg on the come up with the gutter shit. We on some other shit, they don't know what it is. No, running the I don't want none of it. I just have fun with it, y'all just get done with it, yeah. Twist me a blood, I'm a son of a bitch and a gun, yeah. One by one, we gon' run it, us ready to love when we coming up.
Tenacious, can't move me. I'm lucid, see through me. Want you to consume me, yeah. Feet on ground, head in clouds. There's no bringing me down. Down. It's so serene. Living in a dream. With my eyes closed. Tell me why I feel. Why do I feel overexposed?
I'm in and I'm out, yeah. I'm up and I'm down. My feet on the ground, my head in the clouds, no bringing me down, yeah. No bringing me down, no bringing me down. My feet on the ground, my head in the clouds, no bringing me down, yeah. Leg on the come up with the gutter shit. We on some other shit, they don't know what it is. No, running the I don't want none of it. I just have fun with it, y'all just get done with it, yeah. Twist me a blood, I'm a son of a bitch and a gun, yeah. One by one, we gon' run it, us ready to love when we coming up.
What the? What the? Oh. What is the Fed? Well, they make that frickin' exciting, don't they? Huh. Where's... It says we're going to be able to watch it live, but I don't see... Didn't schedule one. today. It says here, 1 minute. Month ago. What is the Fed? December 13th. Should have new live now. Or am I on glue? It's at 11:30. $2:30, 1:30. So 1:30 there now. I don't even know what the fuck time it is there right now. That's why I fucking hate VC for that reason. Damn daylight savings. Am I big wrong on that? Am I big wrong? Am I big motherfucking wrong?
I'm not like you.
Dummy. Dummy. I don't know why I was thinking it was 10:30 our time, but it's going to be 11:30 our time. Sheesh. Fuck's sake. Just going to do another stream. Silly fraction goose. I don't know why I was thinking 10:30 my time, but 2:30 is in an hour from now, Eastern Standard Time. So I'm gonna ditch this stream. I'm gonna come back in an hour. Mother suckers.